Let's talk about the line between a simple lie and a serious crime. Fraud.
Seriously, think about it. A contract? A will? Your signature carries so much weight. It's all about trust.
So, legally, fraud is when you intentionally deceive someone to get them into a deal.
And it's not just one thing. It could be a straight-up lie, hiding the truth, or making a promise you never meant to keep.
And that's exactly why we have things like signatures and witnesses. They're our safety net against this stuff. Basically, signatures make us stop and think. They create a paper trail, and they make things official. But what happens when all that breaks down? Well, let's get into the cautionary tale of Mr. Miller's will. He signed his will at a bank. A notary then took it to two tellers, but they didn't actually see him do it. Because those rules weren't followed to a T, the court invalidated the entire will. Just like that. Which leads us right into forgery. It's one of the most common ways this kind of fraud happens. Forgers have a few tricks up their sleeve, from fake scribbles to super practiced freehand copies. And look, a good forger can be really convincing, but experts know what to look for. There are always telltale signs. See, a real signature is fluid and fast. A forgery, it's often slow, shaky, it just looks drawn. And when a forgery is proven to be fraud, well, the consequences are no joke. We're talking fines and jail time. Yeah, get this. For serious fraud, a conviction could mean up to 10 years behind bars. So it all makes you wonder, right? In a world of clicks and e-signatures, how would we prove who we really are?